Hello everyone, I am Geneforge and welcome to this Let's Play of Geneforge 4. We found these areas are actually a lot more frustrating than I expected, so I think we're gonna head into Northern Grosh now, so, yeah, let's go. We need to find our way through. This is not going to be easy. Oh boy. You have slipped successfully into the northern half of Grosh. There are the crumbled remains of a formerly successful village, surrounded at a distance by the crude wall erected by Shaper Monarch's servants. There has been more construction than just the wall. There are also roads. These have been built leading through the village with no concern for what was already there. When a building was in the way, the workers just blasted through it. From here you can see Shaper Monarch's rogues walking along the pathways. They come from somewhere near the middle of town, walk mindlessly along the paths, and then disperse out into the fens. The rogues here are young, newly created, confused and aimless, and yet they are still extremely dangerous. A technician traveling with you gets your attention. The young servile looks very nervous but resolute. This is the best approach route to get access to the tunnels under Grosh. Once down there, we should be able to avoid Monarch's rogues, we think. He points toward the northwest corner of town. We think the tunnels can be reached through a home up there. At least, flying creations saw things go into there and not go out. If we sneak along the north edge of town and stay far from the walkways, we should be able to get there alive. I think we'll probably end up sticking with that path. I don't think we're going to do a full exploration until Monarch is dead, or we find some way to take care of everything here. Otherwise, I doubt these places are going to be cleared out. Sure, use a living tool. What's in here? A trap, and we can't disarm it. Okay, we need to improve our mechanics soon. Sure. Let's see. Swamp herbs, which we can give to someone. Saltweed, we don't need. Ensnaring fibers, and a beautiful crystal. Yeah, we don't really need the ensnaring fibers, I think. We don't get use of them very much. Okay, let's see. Oh, a gold necklace to sell. Nice. Alright. Let's see, somewhere up in here, he said. It's probably in this building here. What does this say? Private home, keep out. Yes, used for... This private home is one of the few entirely intact buildings left in Grosh. Its heavy door has several locks and the walls are thick. Its owner desired privacy. Looking around more, you realize that this home was used for shaping. The smell of essence is still heavy in the air, and the shells of used canisters are scattered about. This must have been the home of Shaper Monarch, where he prepared his forces in secret before he attacked. Maybe we can find something of use in here. Like a canister. And there's the tunnel. Alright. This is going to be tricky to divide up. This box mostly contains junk. Scraps of wadded up paper, broken equipment, a couple of dead living tools. There are also several wooden rods. Each is polished oak, about 2 feet long, covered with carved symbols. Someone or something broke each of them in half. Some of them show burns, probably caused by spells or fiery breath. They might have been useful once. Now they are garbage. Whips and chains. Lovely. Alright, what does this canister give us? Create Artila. Trapped. Trapped. Wonderful. Okay. Well, here's the caves. At last you have reached Shaper Monarch's inner sanctum. This is where he creates his rogues and sends them out into the world. The air around you is full of essence and the hum of raw magical power. And the howling. You can hear the creations. There are hordes of them, howling with madness as they stumble out toward the light. Their crazed cries echo back and forth through the caves. It is amazing that Shaper Monarch is able to maintain control on them long enough to get them to leave. Normally, rogues like these will attack a Shaper instantly. You look around at this shaping hall. It's a miserable, claustrophobic place. You have to duck your head to keep from hitting the ceiling. The rotting timbers holding up the ceiling look like they could give way any day. It doesn't look like anyone has worked here for a while. This must be where Shaper Monarch got his start, making the creations that enabled him to seize control of the village. Since then, he has moved to better quarters. Now this chamber is serving as a home for several of his rogue creations. These lurk in the southwest corner, occasionally sending out hunters to search for nice, meaty prey. One of the servile technicians tugs on your sleeve. Lifecrafter, I don't know much about these tunnels. None of the rebels do. But if we can, until we're ready to fight Shaper Monarch, we should stick to the outside corridors instead of going into the middle. If we stay in the outer corridors, we might be able to find a way to the southern tunnels. That's where Khyryk is. Alright then. I can see claw bugs. That doesn't seem too big a deal. Plus they're sending out... Aha! I see a way we can do something here. There we are. Actually, you know what? Burn it! Nice. Oh! Alright then. Yeah, the glach. Ow. Ow. Yeah, you two stay back. You, get up here. There goes the glach. Oh, he was slowed. I didn't even realize. That's not good. Or stunned, maybe. I don't know. One of the two. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh well, it's... not like the clawbug is gonna survive. There we are. Okay. Swamp boots. +10 to poison resistance, +1 to stealth. No, we'll sell them. Grounded robe. Also a sell. At least we know we need to make our way to the southern tunnels. What does this say? Pool chamber. Aha! Hello! This is useful. Good, we can get healing here. Very nice. It's gonna take forever for Moyas to get healed. Christ, how much health does he have? I think I may like Drakes. Alright. Let's see if we can go around the outside here. You turn and look at one of the warriors accompanying you. There is a strange look in the soldier's eyes. Terror combined with cold resolve. Lifecrafter, I am ready to do whatever it takes to kill Shaper Monarch. We need to get him out of these lands. We don't know much about him, but we do know one thing. He's very powerful. Everyone else who has reached him has died. Or worse, we shouldn't try to attack him until we have some idea what his weaknesses are. Alright. At the very least... there. And we know he's in the center, so we're of course not going to go into the center. Those I can't disarm, my mechanics isn't high enough. Crap, crap, crap! Stay back, stay back. We're gonna need another technician to go through there. Up! Turret! Hello. There we are. Easy to kill. Wonder what's in here. No, I think we've used plenty of living tools. We're gonna need more technicians to get through the technical stuff here. At least this is an easy way to get around. Come on. Yeah, those we probably won't be able to disarm. Those I think we can, though. We're just gonna find our way to Khyryk now before we do any exploring or the like. Yeah, there we are. There's a way to the southern tunnels. Let's go. Alright. You enter the tunnels under southern Grosh. They are a series of wet, muddy shafts alternating with broad, low-ceilinged chambers. Wooden pilings struggle to keep the soft peat above your head from crushing you. It's a losing fight. Some of the passages are natural, some are the remaining remnants of old mines, and some are recent, excavated by Shaper Monarch's mindless servile servants. The air is heavy with the smell of rot, unwashed creations, and the vinegary smell of essence. A lot of shaping has been happening here. The muddy floor is covered with tracks, and the occasional gnawed bone. One of the servile technicians gets your attention with a quiet cough. We think that the cells are that way. He points to the southwest. The passage there from the north is mined. I can help you there. The other approaches are more guarded. Not the way to go. As you begin to explore the caves, one of the warriors accompanying you gets your attention. We managed to get several scouts down here. Only one got back out alive. He said some passages are mined, and some were set up to make rogues. We should probably stay away from the mines. They looked nasty. Don't worry. We can take care of the mines. Oh, Jesus. This is gonna be tricky. We need to figure out the right way to do this. I think that one is fine. Okay. Okay. I just want to see where the... Okay, I think we're good. I think we can go this way. Come on. Careful. Ah, jeez! One got activated. A Khyryk. This is going to be a rough fight. I didn't expect this. Ah ha ha! That hurt. That hurt a lot. Stay back. This is going to be a very tough fight. I've never faced a Khyryk before. You two stay back. You. Heal. Disarm. There we go. Okay. We got the Khyryk cornered, I think. So at least there's that. Hit it with everything you've got. Ha! A parry. Excellent. A miss. Wow, he had virtually no chance to hit it. And so did Faye. Yeah, you two stay back. Get in there. Stab it. Well, at least I heal when I hit things. It's running. It's terrifying. Ah! Almost killed? Jesus. This is bad. This thing is hard. I did not expect Khyryk to be this. Ah! Great. Okay, so we can definitely do this. We just need to be careful. That one I know is fine. That one is fine. Now, these. Let's see here. We can disarm that. We can disarm that. Ah, no wonder. Ah, my mechanics isn't high enough! God damn! Okay. We can't get by it. God damn it. Son of a... Maybe we can kill it if we prepare. Yes, I think if we prepare, we might be able to find a way to kill it quickly. Okay. We're buffed up. Hopefully we can kill it. At least with all this blessing magic we cast. Okay, it's taking a lot more damage now. Ow! I still took a lot of hurt. Do what you can. Come on. Kill this Khyryk. Ah, still hurt, still alive though. I'm taking damage from extra electrical damage. No wonder I nearly died. Okay. One of those. Almost dead. There we go. There we go. Now we gotta wait for this to wear off. Then we can move on. How long does this last? Okay, we're good. Jesus! That took forever to wear off. Oh my god. Alright, let's see. My mechanics still isn't high enough? I need another servile for here. Jeez. Okay, you know what? This isn't gonna work. We need another goddamn servile. Hold on. Oh, hello, rat. Dead rat. This is one of Shaper Monarch's servile drones. Creatures mindless by the standards of even the simplest of serviles. They have been stripped of any thoughts but the most basic. Eat, sleep, carry around a hammer and blocks and do repairs. And apparently fight. When you try to get his attention, he points at you and shrieks. Then he raises his hammer over his head and charges at you. Perhaps he is suicidal, or perhaps he hopes for the escape of death. Well, that was unfortunate. And you know what? Frustrating as this is, I am going to run back and get another servile technician, because we need it! We can't really get through anything because of this. I'll substitute the channeler for it. I'll be back as soon as I can. Well, the good news is I happened to level up thanks to the assistance from that specialist, so yay. The question is, what are we going to improve here now? Tempted to take dexterity. Or endurance. No, make it dexterity. Sure. We'll have an extra point and we'll put it into leadership or mechanics later. Okay, now that we've finished doing that, we should be able to disarm these things now. Let's see. Disarm. Difficulty 30! Okay, so I guess we're not going to be disarming those. These at least? Yeah, those I can. So that's something. There's a body here with Samaritan sandals, +2 to healing craft. We'll sell it. We should probably get more for healing craft soon. These caves are holding cells where Shaper Monarch keeps his prisoners. The chamber ahead is actually occupied. A man stands in the middle, held in place by bonds of glowing energy. You walk in to get a closer look. I think we found him. Come on, everyone! There you go. This prisoner is a Shaper. It looks like he has been here for a while. He is thin and filthy, and he looks like he has been beaten repeatedly. And yet he has maintained the constant, unbreakable calm that is the pride of the Shapers. He smiles and nods, moving his head as much as his bonds allow. Ah, hopefully a rescuer, at last. A rebel, and, if I am any judge, the fruit of the Geneforge, and a servile, no less. What a surprise! Thank you for visiting my humble home. I would offer you some of that tea, he nods at the table in the corner, but I am bound, as you can see, so I hope you will forgive me for the stingy greeting I am giving you. Who are you? I am called Khyryk. That is my name, after all. I suppose I should call myself a Shaper, although the Council certainly wouldn't appreciate it. I am a wanderer and a prisoner. Does the Shaper Council have a problem with you? Oh yes, they dislike me intensely. He smiles weakly. You wait for an explanation, but he doesn't elaborate. How did you come to be imprisoned here? Oh, that is a long story. I'll give the short vital details now. Maybe I will tell you more someday. I was an exiled Shaper, trapped on the Ashen Isles far to the north. This was years before those islands became the rebel fortress they are today. I was sent there by the Shapers because of my increasingly loud opposition to their ways, and after the rebellion started, I decided to wander. I was tired of sitting in my tower making speeches to myself and dreaming up useless theories. Considering where you are and how many monsters stand between you and safety, Khyryk's calm conversation is becoming increasingly surreal. What were you trying to... You were opposed to the Shaper's ways? Yes, their recklessness, their high-handedness, their incorrectly assuming the right to enslave their creations. Note this was well before the Trachovites existed. Back then I was exiled for expressing those views instead of just killed. The Trachovites are very interesting. I hope to meet more of them, much more refreshing than the Shapers. Or the rebels, for that matter. What do the Trachovites believe as you see it? That shaping will inherently cause more harm than good, in a nutshell, and looking around the fence of Azarath, it's hard to argue. Are you a Trachovite? I am a member of no group now. I am a lone, talented individual using my powers as best I can, but I sympathize with their goals. I met a Trachovite named Drury in Delame. As did I. Good fellow. Hope that he isn't dead yet. The Shapers are growing increasingly impatient with the Trachovite heresy, as they call it. What do you think of the rebels? That their cycle of each generation of creations making another generation more powerful and less sane is lethal. That it must be stopped before... He stops speaking. His eyes grow wide. No. Monarch knows. His guards are coming. Enough chatter. I need to say what you must know. During Shaper Monarch's clumsy efforts to batter knowledge out of me, I learned much from him too. He thought I didn't know what that baton he carries is. He is mad, and he is a fool. Baton? What do you mean? Shaper Monarch does nothing but make rogues, wild, uncontrolled creations, and send them out into the wilds to attack any living thing they see. Normally he couldn't do that, because they would just attack him right after creation. But he used a control baton, an old, miserably crude shaping technique. The creations instinctively leave alone anyone holding such a baton. It is shaped into them. I doubt that the baton will work longer than a short time after the creature is created. Once it is out in the swamp, the baton probably won't help. Monarch won't make his creations that vulnerable. What does all this mean? It means that if you were able to destroy his baton or find one of your own, then Shaper Monarch's creations would behave very differently. And listen carefully. He quickly describes the baton he saw Shaper Monarch carrying during interrogations. That's what he had. I imagine that's what works. I wouldn't count on being able to find one, though. If he has a spare, it'll be well defended. You'll probably have to fight Monarch without his baton, without a baton of your own. If you do, you might at least be able to destroy his. But that's all the talk we have time for. The guards are coming. It's time for me to go. go, but how? I do not always love being a shaper, but sometimes I have to delight in the power. He begins to chant a spell. Then he begins to glow. What the? What is he just... What did he... Where is he going? What is happening? There is a burst of light and a thunderous roar. Khyryk shatters the bonds that hold him. He probably could have done it at any moment during his imprisonment. I am going north. I am going to find out what the Drakons are doing. I fear them, and I fear their plans, and if necessary, I will stop them. What say you to that? I intend to find out who has the most treasure, kill them, take it, and repeat the process. I love that option. Tempted to take it just to see what it says. Very tempting. I have no idea. Maybe we can talk about it later. I hope that we can. I think that we are heading in the same direction. And that is enough talking. Now I must go. Where are you going? To Burwood Province, and from there, if I can, into the icy Drakon lands of the Grey Ghost Mountains. When I find a place to stay still for a bit, I have ways of sending word to you. Now I suggest that you prepare yourself for fight or flight. I am done here. It is time for me to go. Good luck. Oh, thanks for the rescue. Then, completely unconcerned, he turns and walks out of the room. Well, and he said guards were coming? That could be bad. Well, we need to explore through here. Ah, there's guards. Oh geez, that's quite a few guards. But we will fight. Although this is going to be a very difficult fight. I can tell already. Ow. Well, at least the artiller's dead. Haha! If we can find the baton that he told us about down here... Unless... No, we need to get out of here. We need to get out of here. We'll explore later. For now, let's get out of here and tell the rebels and the Shapers what we found out. Now that we know, we should be able to find... We should be able to get more information about what the hell we're going to do. Yeah, and I can't go out that way. We need another one of them in order to have a chance to go through there. God damn it. Really frustrating. Anyway, let's go. Alright, we'll start by talking to Greta. Greta, we have news regarding Khyryk. I have freed and spoken with Khyryk. You tell Greta what you learned from Khyryk. You also tell her that he didn't come back with you. She sighs. That is a disappointment. I would have liked to see a familiar face again. But you say he headed north? Perhaps I will meet him after all. But that is for the future. We must look at what we have learned, and it may be useful. He says that Monarch uses command batons. I am familiar with that technique. Obedience to the one bearing the baton is shaped directly into the creation's brain. It was abandoned by the Shapers, and with good reason. When trying to control and command a huge deadly creature, you should rely on something more than just a special stick. Lose the stick and you are dead. It isn't much to go on, but it is a weakness. You might be able to exploit it. On your next mission, I mean. She thinks for a bit and then shouts for Paul. She has him bring you a pouch of silver coin. For expenses. Has anything else been happening while I have been traveling? Well, there is the standard gossip. Oh wait, I already know that. Sorry. What do I need to do now? It is with great regret that I say this, but you are going to have to go on the hard mission. You have shown your ability to infiltrate Grosh. Now you need to go in and find a way to assassinate Shaper Monarch. We will keep applying pressure to his defenses. That will force him to keep sending his creations away instead of having them guard his person. Hopefully you can find him alone and exposed. But there is more. Our spy in the Shaper camp has learned something very interesting. Apparently, Shaper Monarch has stolen some papers from them. He looted them from 2 Shaper camps that his forces destroyed. The Shapers really want them back, and this means that I really want them. After Monarch is dead, see if you can find the papers and bring them to me. Where is Shaper Monarch? He is usually sighted in the northern half of the ruins of Grosh. He alternates between doing his shaping in the tunnels under the town and wandering around the village. His rogues never attack him when he does this. Now we know why. Be very wary when you approach him. Some ambush of savage rogues is to be expected. What should I do when I find Monarch? Destroy him, and quickly. He is too unpredictable and powerful to be allowed to survive. As for the specifics of how that might be done, perhaps you can find a way to steal or create one of his command batons. Then you can be protected from his creations. Alternately, if his command baton were destroyed, he and you would be on equal footing. Kill him, get the papers, get back here. Tell me more about the papers? We believe that they are records of Shaper techniques. The Shapers only rarely commit their secrets to paper, and once it's done, their notes are notoriously difficult to obtain. A chance to obtain some of their skills is not something we can afford to pass up. Why do we want to kill Shaper Monarch? Isn't he fighting the Shapers too? You must show more respect to the power of shaping. Monarch is creating new sorts of creations, powerful and unpredictable, and turning them out into the wild. It is only a matter of time before he makes a new variety that will breed and spread. Shaper Monarch is a threat to everyone. It is serious enough that in his one case, Rebel and Shaper can work together. Alright then. That's our mission. Now let's go speak with the Shapers. They also want us to kill him, most likely, but they probably want those papers back as well. You suddenly feel a bit more alone. You look around and find that the extra help you picked up in the Shaper camp has disappeared. Entering the headquarters of the Shapers was probably a bit too much to ask. Yeah, I imagine so. Don't worry, we'll go back and pick them up again. For now, though, we have to speak. Please stop moving, thank you. Okay, he's not the one we speak to. We speak to, Miranda, I think. Miranda. By the way, I found some troops to the west led by a guardian named Cantor. I managed to rescue some of them. They have been back already. We got their story and sent them back to Ilya to recuperate. You did well for us. You will be rewarded. She gives you a polished wooden token. The quartermaster or the smith can cash that in for you. I am not sure that it was wise to risk your talents to help a mere band of incompetents, Shapers or not, but I suppose you had your reasons, morality or whatever. I have met and spoken with Khyryk, and he didn't come back to the safety of a Shaper camp. From what I've heard of that fellow, not surprising. What he told you is interesting. Monarch uses command batons. What a crude, idiotic technique, and yet it serves his madness. Still, this is the closest to a weakness we have been able to find for Shaper Monarch, and since you are about the only person who has been able to access his lair, you are a good volunteer for the next stage. Oh, and I have this for you. She gives you a polished wooden shit and a pouch. There's a supply token and some nice useful cash. You have earned a reward. What do I need to do now? You need to kill Shaper Monarch. Not talk to him, not learn his life story, not have a long, heartfelt conversation where you explore each other's feelings. Kill him, kill him, kill him! Use the resources the rebels give you. Use what you learned from Khyryk. Use stealth and treachery. Make him dead so we can get out of here. But one more thing. Monarch has in possession Shaper notes he looted from the Shaper camps he destroyed. Recover them and bring them back to us. Whatever you do, do not let the rebels obtain them. Why can't you kill him? He is an extremely dangerous opponent, extremely powerful, so magically charged that we suspect he must have been touched by your rebel techniques, but he combines his raw power with the skill of a true Shaper. Perhaps we can kill him with a frontal assault, but I am sending you instead. I'd rather lose you than the hundreds that would die in a direct assault, even if it succeeded. Remember, one Shaper in the right place is worth an army of outsiders. You carry an army within you, we just need to maneuver it to the right place. How will what we learn from Khyryk aid me? Since Monarch relies on command batons, we know a weakness for him at last. The batons are what keeps his creations from killing him. Perhaps you can destroy his baton, or find one of your own. Or make one of your own. What are the papers? They were collected by Monarch when he destroyed the first two Shaper camps. Valuable notes and techniques brought with them by the Shapers to aid in their work. They would be very valuable to the rebels. We want them back. Once Monarch is dead, find his papers and bring them to us. Are there any other jobs I can do for you? Since we're sending you to the ruins of Grosh, there is something you can watch for. A scout I sent. Not a Shaper, but highly skilled. His name is, or was, Crystal. He left and he never reported back. If he is dead, let me know. Okay, I'm not sure. Okay, we already had that quest. Fine. Fair enough. Also, I think we're fine with what we got. I don't think we need to turn in the tokens. That said, we need to go get the assistance from the rebels again. Also, we're gonna have to explore around in southern Grosh, or the tunnels under southern Grosh. Find what we can. There's gonna be some more frustrating fights soon. But for now, though, this is the end of this episode. So, next episode we'll take a look in the tunnels under southern Grosh. Until then, I'm Chester44, that is Enrique, Moyes, and Faye. This has been a Geneforge 4 Let's Play, and I will see you all next time.